Hi there, this is Gina from Art of Skincare, and I'm coming at you today with my friend
Celine.
and we're going to talk to you about the Celine hair care products. And the reason we're talking to you about those products is because, number one, they're acne safe. Number two, they're made by a dermatologist, but they're also made for hair. So they make your hair look great and feel great, but they're a little bit different than maybe some things that you picked up at the beauty shop or you picked up from the department store. So we want to show you how to use these products and how to get the most out of them. But first of all, why would you want to switch to a product that is good for your scalp, good for your hair, and does not contain any sulfates in it? So I'm going to turn it over to Celine because she's our resident expert on hair.
Yeah, so likely you have already heard about how sulfates, harsh sulfates in hair care and dimethicones should be avoided. There's been a lot of chat on the internet about it, and some of the biggest offenders with harsh sulfates and dimethicones are the more affordable and actually the most popular options that you see at like Target or CVS. And the combination of the harsh sulfates and the dimethicone in these products are kind of their own little match made in heaven, but they're bad for your hair. So basically, the shampoo with the harsh sulfates strips your hair and your scalp of all of your natural oils and all of the natural moisture that's living in your scalp and your hair. Then you come in with your dimethicone and often oil-heavy conditioner, and this just coats the top of the hair and makes it feel soft again after you just turned it to straw with your shampoo. So really, it's not actually hydrating your hair or treating your hair. It's just leaving this thick film over the top of your dried, stripped hair to make it feel soft. And you'll also find that these kind of shampoos and conditioners make your hair oily faster. And so you've got all this gunk on your scalp, and it will actually react to create more oil when you have all this gunk and all of this dryness to your scalp. So basically, when you switch to a non-sulfate and dimethicone shampoo and conditioner, your hair has to adjust. It has to kind of rebalance itself with its own natural oils, rebalance its oil production, and it also needs to get rehydrated. Your hair, it takes time to heal your hair and to deeply moisturize your hair, not just slick it over with oils and dimethicones that just sit on top of the hair without actually penetrating in and caring for them. So that is why I really love the Celine hair care products. When I first tried them out, I was really impressed right away because the cleanser really cleanses. It makes your hair feel light and voluminous, but the conditioner also goes in and makes it really, really soft. It doesn't take away any of that nice, soft, voluminous hair that we all love.
Yeah, so I really want to emphasize what Celine is talking about, that when you come off of those other shampoos and conditioners that are heavier, you've got to go through a detox period. Your hair goes through a detox, and sometimes it can last 2 weeks. But basically, you're getting rid of the sulfates that are built up in your hair. You're letting your hair, all that oils and silicones cleanse from your hair, and then your hair starts to do its own thing again. Your scalp starts to create its own oils again. It becomes balanced, where maybe it was too oily or too dry, it's going to balance out. And it's the same with our skin. If we're using products on our skin that are too waxy, too heavy, don't let our skin breathe. Our skin is going to have to detoxify when we come off of those. And in fact, when I take my skincare clients off those heavier products, they often feel like their skin is so dry that they're going to get wrinkles because it's going to crack. Sometimes it can take 4 or 5 weeks for their skin to actually start performing the way we want it to in a healthy manner, where it starts moisturizing itself. And so we wanted to make this video so we could show you how to let your hair, and encourage you, let your hair detox. Because when you come out the other side of it, your hair is going to be shiny and beautiful. Celine has this gorgeous curly hair. But if you have curly hair, you know that it can be outrageous. You can have hair that's different every day. But for Celine, it took about, 6 weeks?
I would say 6 weeks of continuously using these products and kind of experimenting with them, making them work for me. And I got to the point where I was using less product in my hair than I'd ever used before. I started out, I'll kind of show you guys my process, but I started out using a giant handful of the curl cream from Celine and putting it in my hair because that's what I was used to doing. If I didn't use that much product, my hair was frizzy or it didn't curl right or it just didn't look good. So I started out using way too much scene hair product, and then as my hair adjusted, I slowly reeled it back in. I even took a week where I literally put nothing in my hair after I conditioned it. Nothing. I just let it air
In fact,
dry.
today, do you have anything on your hair today? Because it is so shiny and
I
beautiful.
do. So after I did a week with nothing in my hair, I was like, okay, my hair is doing its thing. I feel like it got its life back. And then now I'm just using a little bit of the curl cream, like the tiniest bit of the curl cream. And
Okay.
my hair is
Yeah.
really happy with it. It kind of keeps the frizz away, but it also lets it do
Yeah.
its natural thing in its natural little forms. It has these
Right. So in the
crazy little
beginning,
curls.
if in the beginning, if you feel like, oh, I'm having to use too much cleanser, I'm having to use too much conditioner, I put on all this curl cream or blowout, and it's just not going right, it's because your hair is detoxifying. Your hair wants to be itself. And when you find that you're using less of those things, less of the styling products, that means you're getting to that point where your hair is back in balance again and you don't have to use that much product because it's that much better. So we want to show you some hands-on how to actually use these products. If you've never used a shampoo without sulfates, you might not know that they don't foam up very much. And you might be used to feeling it really foam up, and then when it rinses out, it just feels squeaky clean. Your hair is still going to be clean after using these, but it's not going to be squeaky and stripped like that. So the one thing you always want to know about a sulfate-free shampoo or a sulfate-free face cleanser is that you put it in your hands when your hands are dry. So I've got dry hands. I'm putting some shampoo in there. It's not all that much. I don't know, maybe a 50-cent piece, quarter. And then I go like this. And I vigorously rub my hands together. Look at that. And that's what I'm taking and rubbing and massaging through my hair. So then my cleanser's not all clumped in one little spot. It's easier to get all over. It's going to foam up a lot better. And you're going to have a more similar experience to what you're used to without using too much shampoo. I've even heard some people saying they have to shampoo twice with this. You don't need to. Don't go after that stripped feeling. Just warm your shampoo up like this and then work it through your hair, and the water that's already in your hair is just gonna foam it all up and be nice and sudsy. So after you've shampooed your hair, you rinse it really well, and then you grab your Scene conditioner. It comes in two sizes. This is the smaller size. That's the big guy.
This is my size. This is the conditioner that I use because I don't actually shampoo like every single time I wash my hair. I just co-wash with this conditioner, so I need the big one.
So what does she mean when she says co-wash? That means that she only uses the shampoo maybe once a week. The rest or less. The rest of the time she's just using the conditioner to wash and condition her hair all at once. Most people really don't need to over cleanse their skin. Even if you have a little bit of would you say you have a little bit of an oily scalp, or are you more of a dry scalp?
No, it's very dry.
Dry scalp. Okay. So I have a little bit more of an oily scalp, but I have coarse hair because I have my silver hair. But I still only use that shampoo once a week. So when she says co-wash, she means she's using conditioner as her conditioning wash. So I'm going to get my conditioner in here. You don't need all that much. I mean, that's just your normal amount of conditioner you probably use with any brand, right? This trick is you have to emulsify this and really warm up the ingredients in this to get them activated. So I get them nice and warmed up, and then I take it through my hair. So what does that do? If it was just in the palm of my hand and I go and put it on, it's all gonna be stuck right here. So by having it all over my hands and nicely warmed up, it goes right in and it feels great. Then I take a wide tooth comb and I comb it through my hair, and I'll leave it on for as long as I can in the shower. So once you've done that, when you rinse it out, your hair's not gonna feel slimy or feel like it has all this conditioner on it, but your hair is gonna feel really silky and smooth. I've had a few people say that they felt like their hair was tangly after they rinsed this out. So I think they're not quite doing it right. You've got to get it in your hands, you've got to warm it up, you've got to work it through and comb it through, then rinse it out, and you won't have a problem with tangles. Your hair will be very shiny. But keep in mind too, if you are having some problems with some tangles, in the beginning, those are going to go away. Your hair is still detoxifying, so it's still got some dryness, it still has some buildup of those other products on the surface. All right, so we've got you shampooed, we've got the conditioner on, we've rinsed out, and now we have 2 hair care products from Celine. One is a curly cream and one is a blowout cream. I want you to know that anyone with curly hair, you could use either one of these. I have found that I can use the blowout cream to get smooth and shine, and my curls are just great. You don't lose your curls when you use blowout cream. I find it sometimes just a little bit more moisturizing when you're needing a little more moisture. The curly cream just really accentuates your curls and gives you a little bit more hold in your curls. Celine, tell us what you do, because this girl has the most amazing hair, and she's, like we said, she went from using 5 different products to really barely using anything, and I think you'll really want to hear her routine. She adds a little bit to the Celine process, but it's good. So let's hear it, Celine.
Yeah, so my process, as I said before, I don't shampoo every time I get water on my hair. So I try to go at least 2 days between washing my hair. And then I try to go sometimes I'll push to go over a week without using the shampoo on my hair. And instead of the shampoo, I do the co-wash. When I do shampoo my hair, I find that, yes, I really like to emulsify it in my hands first. But what makes a really big difference of helping it spread through my really thick hair is I'll actually, once it's in, I'll put my head under the shower head, just like a quick little dunk, and that adds a little water and it helps kind of push the shampoo through my hair, and then I can suds it back up again, and it really gets through without having to add more shampoo and more product to the hair. So then when I'm not shampooing, I do my co-wash system, and it's pretty much what Gina explained. You get the product in your hand, you warm it up, and then I like to put like one hand in the front and one hand in the back, and that's like my main spots, and I really get into like my roots, and I really massage it in, try to make sure that my scalp is really massaged and activated. And then I smooth it through the rest of my hair, comb it through, and then I always let it sit while I wash my body. If my hair is feeling a little dry, then I'll try to kind of extend my body washing routine, maybe do like a wash, and then I'll also exfoliate or something, give it a little bit of extra time. And then I will rinse it out, but I'll try not to completely rinse the conditioner, kind of just leave the tiniest little bit of conditioner left in there to help with hydration. And then I go in at the very end of my shower when my hair is still soaking wet. I'll take the curly cream. And with the curly cream, I used to do a huge amount. It was way too much, but it's because I was just used to using a ton of product. But now I add this much. So
Get it up
really
close
not very
so you can
much
see.
at all.
Yeah, so I don't know, a couple of fat peas.
Yeah. I would put my hair upside down and I just squish it into the ends, so I'm not getting it on my scalp.
The scrunch.
It's
I do
the
that
scrunch.
too.
Yeah, I'm upside down in the
Scrunch it
shower. Yeah, my hair is completely soaking wet, and I'm just scrunching that product just on the outer bits of my hair, avoiding my
So
scalp.
the hair's still wet, you're still in the shower, you just push it forward and you're working through it, and then you can kind of go like this and go squish, 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 squish. Yeah, got it.
Yep, and you're really pushing that moisture into your hair follicle and really squishing it in. At the same time, you're also encouraging your curls to scrunch up into their nice scrunchy form. And then after that, I get out of the shower. I put on a microfiber hair towel. You can get them all sorts. You can get them at Target. You can get them off Amazon. I just flip my head over, put it in the microfiber towel for about 10 minutes, let it dry. And I've also tried doing that with a Tassie, and it also works. It doesn't quite get your hair dry as fast, but it will like let it sit up in this position where it's really holding its curl and it's not like dripping all over your face.
I like to use my husband's cotton undershirts that he wears under his dress shirts.
Yeah, it keeps it lifted and keeps it off your scalp. So also if you have really thick hair like me, your hair stays wet a really long time. And when my hair is just sitting all wet on my scalp, it actually makes my scalp more itchy. So being able to lift it up, encourage it to dry out, is just really makes my scalp and my hair really happy and healthy. So let's see. So my last step, after I've put in my curl cream, I've put in my hair turban, after about 10 minutes, I'll take it out. And then I think the one thing that the Celine product line needs is a gel. They did hint that they are working on it, but I don't know when that's going to come out. So for now, I have 2 acne safe gel options. These are the ones that I use on a daily basis. This one is really great if you're looking for an affordable option, but it does have a little bit of artificial fragrance in it that some people don't really enjoy.
Not your mother's Curl Talk sculpting gel.
Yes, that's it.
And just a little bit.
Yes. So
Like
for
less,
gel,
less than the curl cream, or about the same?
So for the gel, I'm probably going to do a little bit less than the curl cream. I don't know if you can see that.
I think they can see that.
It's just the tiniest bit. You warm it up in your hands. Warm it up in your hands, get it nice and warm and spread out nice and thin. And then you would go in and you do the same thing. Kind of push your hair forward and just
And this is while the hair is
around.
partially wet or partially dry.
Partially dry.
Almost dry.
This is after 10 minutes in a towel.
Okay, great.
So the alternative to this Target drugstore gel is the Inner Sense I Create Hold. So I use either one or the other gel. I find that I get quite more consistent results with this gel, but it's also nice to have that affordable option as well. This one has honey in it, so it's got nicer ingredients and I just enjoy it more. It's also acne safe. But that's everything that I use on my hair. Sometimes if my hair is really looking a little straggly and I just want to add some shine to it, I'll just add some straight jojoba oil. You can also get that at Amazon or at Target. It's in a little dropper bottle. And that's completely acne safe, won't cause any breakouts, and it's gonna give you that little extra bit of oil. I would just say don't put oil on your hair when it's wet. It's just gonna weigh it down, and always go easy on the oil. Just a tiny bit, just to add a little bit of shine.
Rub it out in your hands.
Yep,
And then...
warm it up in your hands and just get it on the outsides. If you get it up in the root, it's just gonna weigh your hair down.
That's good to know about the jojoba oil, because I have so many acne clients who like to use an oil product on their hair because they have very coarse hair. So it's nice to know that you can get an oil alternative, because most of the oils out there are argan oil or coconut oil, and they just cause terrible acne around the face and the hairline.
Some other oil options, you can do hemp seed oil. Also, red raspberry seed oil. I've been seeing that show up a lot more. I had one client who likes rosehip seed oil on her hair, but I've never heard of anyone else using that in a hair product before. But that's also
It could be good. A little vitamin C antioxidant action with your hair. Sure, that sounds really cool. That's awesome. So pretty much seed oils. Seed oils are usually pretty safe. Stay away from the nut oils.
Sunflower seed oil, that's a really affordable oil. It's also safe.
Awesome. So that's our little how to use your Scene hair care products. I hope you found this tutorial to be very helpful. And if you have any questions, just please reach out to us at artofskincare.com. We have the AOS Live. That's our live chat. We have estheticians on there that use these products, know how to get great results, and they can answer any questions for you and give you the help you need.